Okay, today we're going to take a little break from work in the yard and talk about a really different subject. That is a ditch bag. What is it and what's inside of it? With that, I'm going to share with you viewers the ditch bag we have, the items that we have in it, and a little bit of background why we put those items in there. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the bag. To start with, this is an ACR Rapid Ditch Bag Express. It's a floatable ditch bag, so depending on how much you load it up, it's still going to float when you have to do that thing that none of us wants to do, and that's bail out on the ship and head into the ocean, open water. So with that said, the very first thing I have in our ditch bag, and I think everybody should have, and that is a list of what's in it and or what you have left to put in it. This Excel spreadsheet will track the items. You can enter a build to amount, the amount on hand, the price per unit, and it will tell you how much it will cost to replace those missing items from your ditch bag. You can add or subtract items as you like. Feel free to use it at your discretion. One of the first things that I've got in this ditch bag, and I keep it up on top simply because of its size, and that is a small para-sea anchor for the life raft. Got this one on eBay, and right now I still have to add the weighted chain and the road line for it, but we get into that a little bit down the road. Two things that everybody recommends that you have in your ditch bag, that is a separate, ready to go, floatable VHF radio. So even if you just get in the water, you're still going to have your radio, be able to contact local ships or even the rescue team when they're up above you in a helicopter. I think the next most important thing to have in that ditch bag and have with you when you're out in the water, and that is an EPIRB. This is going to go off, going to send a signal up to the satellites, back down to the appropriate safety organization, and they will dispatch somebody out to come pick you up. So make sure you always have one of those in your ditch bag. One of the latest things I've added to our ditch bag is an electronic flare. The nice thing about the electronic flares is they never go out of date. You can put them in there, they're ready to go. I have one in there now, and eventually I'm going to have two. Have some reflective tape in there. If you're in the water or you're in your life raft and you want to add a little reflectivity to that to make you more visible, that tape is going to help you. Next thing you keep in there is a small fishing kit. So if you're out in that raft for a long period of time and you need to get something to eat, with a small fishing kit, at least you got a chance of catching something. A sponge, always nice to have a sponge. It has a lot of uses. A dedicated LED flashlight, I keep it in there. I keep a nickel metal hydride battery in there so it stays charged for a long time. Next thing we keep in there is 2 hats. Since we basically are going to have 2 people on the boat all the time no matter what, I keep 2 hats in there. This will allow you to keep the sun out of your eyes, off of your head, protect your skin. Next thing we keep in there is a clear water bottle. Allow you to put water in there, drink it, and not waste any of that precious items. Next thing we keep in there is some dried fruit. Happen to have some figs. I have an additional terry cloth sponge in case you need to wash your skin off and you need something a little soft, your skin's sensitive, you've got that in there. The other thing I keep in ours is a spot as a backup communication device, a way for you to send a SOS or emergency email to family and members and safety organizations. Next most important thing I keep in here is emergency drinking water. They're pre-packaged to allow you to ration that out, 1 or 2 per person per day. You can survive a long time without food, but you can't survive a long time without water. Next thing we have in here is an LED light. You're out there in that big dark ocean, nice to have some light. Also allows you to recharge that light during the day, so no matter how many days are out there, if you got a little bit of sunlight, you can at least have some light at night. Next thing I keep in here is an assortment of hand towels and washcloths. Then I have a small Pelican case, and inside of this Pelican case I keep backup batteries for the flashlights and a backup emergency charger pack for the cell phones. If you get off the boat and you still got your phone and it's dry, at least you can recharge it. Next thing I keep in here, small pair of binoculars. You can search the horizon. If you see a ship or a plane or something, you can attempt to communicate them, and you'll be able to see them when they're out of eyesight. And I keep another small steel cup in here. I also keep a supply of 4 space blankets. Nice to be able to stay warm when you're out there in the water if you're in the life raft. I keep a pack of high nutrition emergency food. It's probably not the most desirable, but it'll keep you going. Next thing I keep is a signaling mirror. You've got a plane or a ship that allows you to shine some light on them and hopefully have them come pick you up. I keep a small compass in there. Good to have. I keep an additional whistle, even though you should have a whistle on each one of your life jackets. I keep an additional one in here, and I keep an additional small multi-tool. I keep an assortment of zipper bags to keep things dry. Next thing I keep is additional high-calorie protein and treats. When you're out there in the water, having something mildly enjoyable to eat can really help your spirits. Then I keep a small assortment of first aid items in here, allow you to take care of basic injuries. I even keep a set of sutures and whatnot for stitching yourself up if you got a big set of cuts. Luckily, SV Rock Chalk's Admiral is an RN, so she'd be able to help us with that. In here I keep an assortment of chemical lights. If you need to signal anybody, I usually keep about 12 of those in here. I also keep a pack, 6 of them total, hand warmers. Get out there in the water and it's cold and your hands are freezing. You know, it's hard to hold on to things because you lose your dexterity. This bag has interior pockets, places to store items, a bag, a nice handle on it. I keep some reflective tape across the top. So that's what we've got in there right now. So if, like I said, if any of you are interested and you'd like to find out in more detail what's in this bag and the quantities, I can send you our Excel file that we use. Go ahead and free to add, subtract whatever you want on there. Hopefully you never have to use that ditch bag, but it's great Murphy insurance. If you got one well equipped and you got it on the boat, odds are you'll never have to use it. If you watched last week's vlog, you'll know that we did one of our promotions here at the channel we do every once in a while, and that is give out a free t-shirt to new subscribers. This week's new subscriber and winner of the t-shirt is Louis Borgs. Hopefully I got your pronunciation right, Louis. So if you're watching this week, shoot me an email, drop me a message. We'll work on a way to make a contact so you can securely send me your mailing address, and I'll get you that t-shirt out to you. So we'll pop it in the mail, UPS, FedEx, whatever it takes to get to you. Just let me know. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in this week, and if you liked it, give us a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscription button. We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and have a great holiday season.